EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run down for Kyron Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Captain, throw. Away. Bombers. Away.
Nix to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Captain.
They're going. It's Nix. And now the ball's out, full near midfield. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the 1st down. And taken down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 9-6 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
This one swung out to Williams. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped him. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he checks this one down to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Working out of the gun is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Captain. Joe.
Throw in Hicks. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Chargers, nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 31.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert off of play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, 30 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now an option play on 2nd down. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Williams again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Nix from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram taking it in. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Escapes the defender. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Hampton fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hampton going to try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now they'll empty out the backfield. Now Herbert, third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey Harris from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
I got him, man. I got him. Bombers.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bombers.
Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Bombers.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Nix. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At their 48-yard line.
Line. Home to try.
To the air again, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
second and
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They're going. It's Nix. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Evan Ingram halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Broncos 24. Chargers.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're good.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A short throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw to Ingram. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Nix looking to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 10 yards
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
1st down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
28 more yards.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Nix.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, olay, olay. Joe, Joe, Joe.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, Captain, 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 Captain. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Joe, Joe, Joe. Bombers. Olay, olay, olay.
Nix from the shotgun.
He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 29-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Back to Hampton on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing, Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
That is caught.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert to throw. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10.
Captain. Away. Bombers, Joe.
Back to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Captain.
1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Joe. Captain. Away.
He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage, they stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. This is 1st and 10.
Bombers. Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 31-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
He's tackled on the 34-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.
that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.